Yo, are too many lights on over there? You think?
Nah, you straight?
Think we straight? Straight like a pencil. Write it down like a utensil.
Are pencils straight though?
What do you think they are?
Are pencils straight though?
Yeah.
They got that little curve at the end, little bend. It's okay.
No, but the point is straight. The lead is straight.
Okay.
What point are you talking about? What are you talking about? A meat?
Don't worry about it.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, if you was worried about mine, you know, that joint curved to the left. I don't know if you wanted to work.
Hey yo.
I don't know if you wanted to know that.
Nah. That's
cool.
too much.
It's too much. Sometimes I like to take it too far.
Oh, okay.
Pun intended.
Okay.
Bar. We starting off.
Is that how we starting off?
Come on.
Hey yo, that's insane.
Sometimes you gotta let them know, even though they don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let you know. I just want to know.
Speaking of letting you know, yo, so correct me if I'm saying the word wrong. If you're ovulating, is that the proper way to say it?
You said if you're ovulating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you feel like you should tell a dude that you are if you're about to have sex?
It depends on who the dude is to me.
Word. But so you don't feel like you have to, like if you're not inclined to tell somebody what's going on right now. Just
No.
in case, I mean, it's kind of like a heads up though, like a little warning, like yo, caution, approach with caution. Yeah.
Slippery when wet.
Hey, like you know.
I mean, it depends on the guy. Like, if it's a guy that I'm actually messing with for long term, like, yeah. But if it's a guy that's like a
yeah, here and there,
Look,
guy, then you have to tell him.
a little dip and dash.
Hey.
Then you have to tell him.
No.
Oh, I thought it would be the opposite though.
No.
I feel like the guy that you've been with, like I feel like that situation already is like kind of obvious at that point. Like
Yeah, because he'd have to know at a certain point, like his woman's body, like, you know, like if he's been with me so much, he'd know that I feel
so
differently at a certain point.
That's interesting. I thought you were gonna say like the here and there kind of guy because you're not locked in with him. You feel me?
Yeah, and exactly because I'm not locked in with him, I'm not gonna tell him my personal business. Like,
I mean,
why not though?
I mean, no. Also,
I'm talking shit.
He's already in your personal business though. So.
Wow.
now that's a little too
Unattended.
personal. That's a little too personal.
Yeah.
Is
That's a
it?
little too personal. Yeah, to tell a guy when I'm ovulating, like most men don't even know what ovulating means. Let's start there. They don't even know.
I'm rolling with it. Hell yeah. I'm like, is she coming? I'm like, no, that ain't
They don't
coming,
even know what
nigga.
ovulation means.
Yeah. So when she's likely
Something about
to
pregnancy,
get
right?
pregnant.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought.
Like that's the one like that. There's a high. Yeah, there you go.
What?
But yeah, so you.
Oh, he now learned a new word today?
No, I knew
Facts.
it before.
Ovulation, the word
I
of the
said
day.
something like most likely to get pregnant. I said
Yeah.
that. Come on now.
Yeah.
Check my files.
Nice. Good
Come on.
job.
Yo, if you would have bopped me, that would have been sick. We'd have been like, edit. For sure.
Word, the safest.
Let's get it.
Oh man.
All right, so let's you know.
No.
Hey.
We gotta do the intro. Hey, we're
You
skipping the intro.
you do that every time. Every time when I'm about to do it, you say, hey, intro, nigga.
Go crazy. My bad. I mean, you got the floor.
I was about to say proper thing. You know how that nigga fucking yo, that nigga geeks. But so without further ado, we have a special guest. Some of you may have seen her on DJ Khaled's album. It's like, nah, let me stop. All right, so we got Krista in the building, a.k.a. she thinks she look like SZA. Bobby then over here then hyped the fuck out of her.
Don't do that.
But we ain't gonna say no more.
Okay, but I look like SZA though.
Don't do that. Say it again.
Yeah,
Okay, but I look like SZA.
you could be a cousin. Yeah,
Along my
Extended
sibling.
family.
you know what
my
I'm saying?
sibling.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the word twin when she come out with an album or whatever. My twin did this. Nah, we ain't rocking.
No.
Now we're twins.
Look alike.
But how you feeling though? You looking good.
Good.
Like the pants, like
Look
the
great.
swag, going
Thank
crazy.
you.
Yeah.
It's a little Friday night
Yo.
casual fit.
This might be the first guest that like outswagged us for real.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah.
Period.
Today we're chilling.
Yeah, we chilling.
Chilling.
I mean, the standards need to step up.
Nah, you know what happened? It's because like you faked on us last time, and we was like, "Yo, fuck her." Like,
He gonna call
we
me
just
out.
gonna come lazy and shit. But it's cool though. I just had to let the people know because we was talking shit about you last pod.
Yeah.
In the beginning, we was talking
sure.
big shit. But we called you a queen though. We called you a black queen, but we was talking
Okay.
shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't seen it, check out episode 10 in the beginning. We was talking big shit. All right, so let's get into it. Fucking ice.
Bing bang.
Damn, I didn't hit the.
Let's go.
Try this one more time. All right, so look. Icebreaker. So earlier today, you didn't say dine and dash. You said dip and dash. I was taking notes. Okay.
Okay.
When was the last time you wasted a guy's time, and why did you do it to him?
Not like for real though.
Yeah. Why did you do it to him?
The last time I wasted a guy's time was probably like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Nah, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Like,
That is that really?
yeah. It's probably 2 years ago, honestly, because of the fact that I was in a different state of mind than where I'm at now. But 2 years ago, it was like, I'm really looking for nothing serious. I'm not here for the long run. I'm here for fun.
Got you.
But why? Because, honestly, because I saw his booty crack one time, and I was like, I can't do it. I saw the booty crack in the pants one time, and I was like, gotta go.
So we're gonna get back to the booty crack. We're gonna get back to the booty crack.
No, let's not get back.
I got little icks.
No,
I got little
she
icks.
She ain't answered the question.
I got little icks.
We said why.
Why? Yeah.
Why did you waste his time? We didn't ask why you left. Was it the bag? Was it the swag?
He
had clout?
I wasted his time, I'd say, because I personally have little icks that I see. Like, if I see your toes are a little messed up, you might be like a 10.
Got you.
Without
Got you.
you might be a 10 until you take off them shoes, baby. And then as soon as I see them toes, I'm gone.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna tell you why. The old me wouldn't tell you why.
Okay, tell me, hold on. What is the time period until you see the toes for you to like roll out? Did he already tap? I mean, I'm.
First, I wanted to know, like, was she serious about the toe shit? And you going straight into the tap.
No,
tap,
because I'm
tap,
trying to.
tap. Yeah, I got questions too.
Like,
I think what I remember, he did tap. But I didn't. It was in the dark.
Did you not see the toes? Then?
No, it was in the dark. It was in the
I was
dark.
about to say, if she seen the toes prior to entering,
turn
I
the
can't do
light
this.
off.
I
Turn the
would have
light
been
off.
sick.
They always say you
I
gotta
would've
turn
got
the
a
light on
petty.
for the women, but you gotta turn the light on for the men too.
Why?
Because you need to see what them toes looking like, baby.
All right, so we're gonna take the
Take
hey,
them little sausage. Let the dogs out.
hey, content. We love content. What my feet look like? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. What my feet look like?
Insane, yo.
I haven't got a petty in a minute.
They're decent.
They all right? Okay.
I seen some jaunts, and
Okay.
like the right toe was leaning to the left, and then the little pinky toe had a little black mark going
Just
on.
was crip walking.
And, yeah.
Crazy.
And I
You from
said,
the 60s, nigga? You rolling 60s, nigga? That's sick. Okay.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
So
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah,
though.
that is.
That's insane.
Put your socks back on.
that reminds me of that joint when it was like he's a 10 or she's a 10,
Yeah.
but yada yada yada. So yours is, but the toes is doing the crip walk.
I actually on my Instagram did a whole like
I seen
question. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the funniest one you got? Or one that you
Wait,
got,
what was
that
the
resonated
question?
with?
Like he's a 10 or she's a 10.
Oh,
but,
gotcha.
And
Yeah.
then they would send me like their responses to it. The funniest one I got, I think, was he's a 10, but you saw his booty crack one time.
So that was a joke, or were you serious?
No, I was serious.
Okay. This is pause. This is a big pause. What about his? This is sick. What about his booty crack that made you want to fucking like no? Like, was it hairy?
I just like if you're
had
wearing
a dark spot.
if you're fully clothed, right?
You should not be able to see your.
I shouldn't be able to see your booty crack. If you
No,
bend
the
down to pick
fact-
up something and I see a little plumber's butt going on, baby, why? Why is it doing that?
He don't.
Are
he,
you not
he
aware
didn't
that
have a
there's a
belt
little
on.
breeze between the little two mountains?
He didn't have a belt on.
And why don't you got a belt on if you know your pants are too big?
That nigga's nig.
He was nigging.
What was well before we
Wait,
keep
all
going.
right, I want to know what was this person doing when you saw his crack like that?
Yeah, that's good.
Pause. Super pause.
Yeah, I'm glad you said person. I'm overseeing booty crack and shit. Fuck. But yeah.
He was picking up something off the floor.
Hey.
And
Was it you? Then she wouldn't be able to see.
then I would have seen it. He was picking up something off the floor.
Take it there.
And when I looked over, because I was like, you know what, let me peep over to see what, just because I'm nosy. I'm a little nosy. Let me peep over
Hey, yo,
to see what
this
he's,
is the wildest thing I ever heard in my life. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this old crack thing.
let me see what he's doing. And I just seen the boxers was like all the way down here. And the jeans was like all the way down here.
He was like,
And the crack was like just cracking. Like I was like, why is your crack so outside? Like what is going on right now?
So just off we gotta get out of this.
yeah.
We gotta get out of this. But the last thing is like, so it was nothing wrong with crack. It's just the fact that you seen it.
For me, it's like it
should
just
never be
being
exposed.
it's just being like personally aware. Like if you're not aware that your whole everything is outside, to me it's like you just aren't aware of certain things. Like it's personal hygiene almost to me.
So you think that's dirty?
Nigga might have
That is sick. I'm not
I
rolling.
do think it's dirty. Like why your
that's your
pants
ick.
not fitting?
That's your ick. But
why your
I'm not
boxes
rolling.
not fitting like
Because sometimes
that?
my crack might be out. Sometimes
your mama
fixing
buy you
something.
them boxes. Your mama buy you them jeans. Like why are they so big? Like you should know how they fit. So they fit a certain way. So you
it might
look
have been
clean and
like
collected.
might have been 2 sizes bigger than his actual size, and he had to get them pants because them shits was yeah. You know what I'm saying? It be like that sometimes.
Can't do it.
You said no crack.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Joey crack.
Okay,
That's crazy.
so now we know one thing about you, as far as what your ick is and all that stuff. But what I like I
Just
told
don't
you,
bend,
I want you
just
to
don't
give
bend
us.
down nowhere near her.
I want you to give us some game, right? So, what is
No,
something
this is perfect.
that you wish all men knew about just women in general in 2022? The floor is yours.
Yikes. One thing I wish the men knew about women in general in 2020, 2022. We're not all crazy. We're not all crazy. We're not all toxic.
Hold on.
God did. Found it.
Facts. But define crazy. What do you think men think that? Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase that. What do you think men mean when they say women are crazy?
I think men call women crazy when they
Give me some game, please.
care way too much. Like they give men more than what they give themselves and step outside of that little boundary that they should have for like I should
Like,
all the energy that I'm putting towards this guy I should put
be
towards
rest-
myself.
But
And then like men are like, oh, you're crazy because you're worrying about me too much. Or you're crazy because like you're asking me too many questions. Like, but I feel like women nowadays, they ask so many questions. They worry about men so much because they feel like that's what they're supposed to do. But you don't. You shouldn't have to, and you don't need to.
do you feel like that's because of trauma? Because of you guys dealing with so many unfortunate situations?
It could be a mixture of trauma. It could be a mixture of just.
You're protecting yourself. I feel like that's what it comes down to, right?
Well, also we're in like a state of change of women now don't necessarily need a man anymore.
The modern day woman.
Yeah.
You had the needed ones.
They don't need a man anymore. So it's like everything that they have learned or the trauma that they've experienced, they like take it to the extreme.
So, I'm really big on when people say things, I like to know where they got it from. Because I feel like some people will hear one thing about a man and all men think this way. So as far as what's your source of men thinking all girls are crazy? Because I think that's an absurd statement.
Social media.
Okay, social media.
A lot of social media men that I follow on Instagram,
Yeah.
their posts are always about how women are crazy. Even in Justin LeBoy,
Okay.
his posts are always like making joke about how women are crazy, and that's okay.
That's a
like,
toxic nigga though.
well, yeah,
But
but a lot of people follow him.
Just facts. He's not creating these posts, you know, right?
No, he's
People are
not.
sending it
Yeah,
to him. Okay.
exactly.
All right, just make sense.
But people still follow him and take his word as like a gospel. They're like, oh yeah, like if she do that, she's crazy, and it's like, no, she might just be a woman that has been through certain traumas, and like either you're gonna understand and be an actual man and man up and learn from it, or you're gonna be like, you're crazy, and then make her feel like she is actually crazy.
So okay, all right. So do you think that's on the women or on the men
To what, like,
to
unlearn?
know that and understand that boundary? Because like, let's just say I think that you are crazy. Is it on you or is it on me to know that like, all right, like we clearly aren't compatible. So how do we like exit this situation?
I think it's on both parties.
Word.
I think both parties have to know their boundaries and what they can tolerate and what they can't tolerate, and learn when to dip. Like, a lot of people these days, they settle for whatever they can get. You know, they just hit a wall and they're like, I'm not going to push any further. I'm not going to try to find anything else. And then when they get in the relationship, they're like, oh, like this person was toxic. You knew that before.
Yep.
In the beginning stages early.
Yes.
But what you did is you settled and you just kept trying to change it
Exactly.
and figure out ways that you can work around it, and it didn't work. So I think it's on both parties. It's not a man or a woman issue. It's both parties, honestly.
Got you. And just ignoring red flags, not setting standards in the beginning, thinking like, oh, I know this is somewhat of a small issue. It'll change if he or she stays with me for X amount of time.
Yep.
No, the fuck it's not. Most likely it's not going to change. Yep. We're almost at the age where like we are who we are. We're not fully there. Yes, we'll change. I've seen multiple people change, but I think it's definitely about the structure around a relationship and calling shit out when it needs to be instead of waiting until it's too late, I'd say.
All right. So basically, y'all not crazy. Y'all just traumatized. That's fair, right?
A little bit of
So
both.
before we go, before we might skip to the next question. I don't know. We don't need to know why, but have you ever been hurt in a relationship or disappointed?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Okay,
Definitely.
So that sounds like multiple times. Okay.
Not multiple times.
Oh, so once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. We good on time?
Yeah, we gonna.
Yeah. Interesting. So, speaking of trauma, and I
Wait, before we go, actually,
Okay,
sorry,
sorry.
I fucked
Go
you
on,
up.
go ahead.
So that's all you want men to know
Then
in
you guys are not
2020.
crazy.
That's anything else? Because this is a perfect
No,
time
ask
for
me
you to
one
get your shit off.
question. So how do you know if a woman isn't crazy?
Yeah, we gotta stay.
How
on
do you
this
know
a little
if
bit.
it's caring, is compassion, or is she really tripping like that?
I personally can't tell you that for myself because I'm not you.
Yeah,
You at the end of the day will know what
she should
you
be asking us
decide.
that.
You at the end of the day will know and decide what you deem is like you can tolerate it and like you can't tolerate it. And that the point when you can't tolerate is when you deem her to be crazy.
yeah.
You're
I
like,
don't
oh, she's
think-
crazy.
I don't see. I've never dealt with a crazy woman. I've heard about different stories. I think it's more controlling sometimes as well. Like
I mean, that qualifies as crazy.
Yeah.
for
That
real.
is under crazy. Yeah.
It's under crazy.
That's what. Yeah.
on that category.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay.
But yeah, a word. Interesting. Word.
But that's it though.
Yeah.
That's all you want us to know.
I guess what else I'd say is
If that's it, no, we can keep going.
nah.
All right. Follow her on IG. She'll say a lot more
Women
about that topic.
Fellas, give it a chance.
yeah.
Be
Women
patient.
do like sex just as much, if not more, than men.
Okay.
That's another fact. Interesting.
I think a lot of men think that women don't like to have sex with them or as much. Like when people get in relationships, they get comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, and they stop after a while. I'm like, oh, my girl doesn't have sex with me as much as she used to.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Is it the same? Like, are you doing the same thing over and over? You hit her in the missionary, the doggy style, the two spots you hit all the time.
Yeah.
Nothing has
You
changed.
gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
That nigga
Handcuffs.
boring as shit.
Women are much more adventurous than men are.
Got you.
So spice it up.
Mm.
Spice, get a little spicy.
So what type of spice? Like seasoning? Like, you know what I'm saying? Give us some game. Like what if my girl? So give me some
A little
game,
adobo.
right? So what if like I'm like, man, like my girl ain't doing it. doing it the way like she used to. She over here let me hit it one time. Like, what can I do to like spice it up? What type of game would you give me?
Different areas, different spots.
Kitchen and shit. Okay.
Maybe the floor.
Okay.
The shower. I don't know. Something special.
Okay.
The car.
Okay.
The bathroom somewhere.
Okay. So anyway.
But just spice it up, because
Locations
women don't like a routine in relationships. And I think men like routine. They like to get comfortable. They like to be like, oh, like I know my girl's going to come home from work today, cook, clean, go to sleep. We're probably not have sex. Probably not going to have sex. Whatever. They like the routine. Women are like, oh, like I like to come home from work and maybe a spontaneous date. My man's going to be like, oh, we're going to go somewhere.
Got you.
And then she's going to be like, oh, the juices are flowing. We're great. Let's have fun,
So basically, throw a little dick in there somewhere. Throw a little dick.
But spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Make it exciting.
Throw a little dick in there.
Make it exciting.
You thought you was cooking? No, you sucking dick for lunch today.
She in the kitchen today.
What you talking about?
She in the meeting. You walking in the room, dick out. Okay, I feel it. Okay.
What you talking about?
But that's because women like to feel desired. Like we like to feel desired, and as soon as we feel like you don't desire us anymore, which is when the routines start happening and it's over and over again, I'm like, he's just doing it because he has to.
Got you.
I like to feel desired as a woman.
What's more important? Is desire or appreciation for a woman?
Desire. I think appreciation for men.
That's facts for men.
Yes. Look at
I
you.
think appreciation for men. Desire for women, appreciation for men.
Yeah.
The little things a man does, if you appreciate it, it goes a long way.
Because I don't think we get enough appreciation.
Or recognition, I say too.
Because as far as like us going out our way of doing things, like some women, not gonna say all, but they're used to it. So it's just like, oh, okay, thanks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like, damn, can I get like a, oh my God, you done it? We don't be getting that much.
And I've heard some men, they've told me, they're like, when I do little things for her, like she doesn't appreciate the little things I do.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I tell my friends, I'm like, look, if he opens the door for you, pulls out your chair, even puts like a fork and a knife on the side of the table for you, appreciate it.
For sure.
Just be like, oh, thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be like, oh my God, thank you, baby, I love you. No, not a big whole thing. Just to notice that you notice the little things he does for you, because men do little things.
For sure.
Women do little things too, but we don't care as much for appreciation for the little things as men do.
That goes to make me think a lot of guys, as far as the 5 senses of love, it's most likely going to be words of affirmation, because we don't get it a lot. Because if you think about like within the guy 100%. Culture, I like to compliment dudes. I don't really care, but a lot of people we don't get that many compliments as far as the small things. Yes, you can get like, oh, you're sexy, but as far as like the, oh, I like your outfit, we don't get that a lot.
That's why it's so hard for dudes even say that to each other, because it's like it's uncomfortable.
Are you saying that as men in general or as black men?
I would say.
I ain't never thought about that.
That's
Damn.
tough.
Because I feel like black men.
I would definitely say black men.
Yeah, I feel like black men definitely don't get a lot of words of affirmation a lot.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like others,
For sure.
But also, I feel like most men can feel like that, because that's why so many dudes are mama's boy. Yeah, because our moms are the ones.
And I'm okay with the mama's boy. I love a mama's boy.
Hey. She gonna love you, boy. Word. Interesting. Word. No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I could take this so many fucking ways.
Go crazy.
She's walking content.
Yeah,
this could be 2
real.
hours.
Hey.
But we can't do all that, though. All right, so fuck it. All right, so you say you love a mama's boy, right? So we'll give you a quick scenario. So say if you just met this guy. Not even just met this guy. Y'all been on 3 dates, sex is cool, blah, blah, blah. You already at his mom's house, right? You meet his mom. You go in, oh my God, nice house, clean, yada, yada, yada. So y'all at the dinner table. And he don't have a fork. And he goes, Mommy, can you get me a fork?
No. Mommy?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel
is
about
OD.
Because I've seen it.
Mommy is OD.
Yeah.
Mommy's OD.
Let me like reiterate. I like a mommy's boy, but I like a mommy's boy that has boundaries.
Okay.
So, like, if you go to your mom for every little issue, every little problem, if you're like, Mommy, this, that, and the other, I'm looking at you like you can't solve your own problems as your own individual.
Got you.
But I'm not even mad at, like, him asking his mom for the fork. I'm mad at him saying Mommy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, son.
Mommy is... It's showing that you still have a lot of attachment going on there.
Come on, yo.
You haven't jumped out of the nest. Yeah, you're still in the nest. But I like a mommy's boy. I do. I do like a mommy's boy because I think it shows that they have a lot of respect for women. They know that women are a very strong structure to society. And for a long time, people thought they weren't.
Because we need them.
Nah, go crazy.
Don't worry about
Keep going. Keep going. I'm just the ad-lib guy.
But yeah, women are a strong structure to society. And for a long time, many people thought they weren't. But every time you look at a great ruler, someone who has billions of dollars, he has a great woman behind him, does he not? Any man,
Except
right?
Bezos.
My wife prays for me.
You said except for Bezos. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
He was. He gave half and it got more.
Huh?
This is a wild nigga.
Okay, but I said great women.
I
said great woman, okay?
It was.
She's great. She's great.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, she's great in her own way, right? But like, obviously, they weren't a great pair together, which is fine. But my thing is like women. There are a lot of really good women out here that want to build up men and make sure men prosper, you know, and the lion and the lioness, you know, and a lot of men successful, they have a really good in them and they always credit to their wife for the like, pray for me, or my wife idea one night we were in the room together, you know. So I just think men that are mommies, they have great respect for what they've seen their mom do. Respect how much their mother does. Gotcha. They know women do.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Speaking of the respect now. Oh, yo, what's up? All right. Speaking of the love for appreciation from one person that I look up to, this guy, and he like talks about his wife. He wanna just like time just be in love. My pastor, dog. The way this acknowledges and appreciates his wife
needs his wife.
Oh my, nah, yeah, definitely. Like, yo, like it don't need a this. Like she, I'm like,
it's
really
fine.
love. Like, yo, do that one day.
Facts.
Crazy.
Same
But
here.
anyways, yeah, shut him out.
Yeah, do you know the pastor?
Shout out to
Thank you, Jesus.
God did it.
God did. He did. God damn. Is God dead?
So how you feeling right now?
Good.
Good. Are you feeling safe?
I do.
This is the safest. Damn, nah, go crazy. I can't find it.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so we was talking about traumas and stuff like that, and trusting guys, and guys thinking you're crazy and all that stuff. So do you think women use their past traumas as a crutch as far as when it comes to dating men?
In terms, we're speaking of women right now, so I definitely do. I think both parties do, though. I think both men and women use their trauma as a crutch to not be in a better relationship or better themselves.
Do you think that's a logical way of doing things or illogical?
It's a learned way of doing things. Like after
Wait, what did you say? Is a who?
It's a learned way of doing things. After being in
media trained.
After being in a relationship or being through trauma so much and so often, like you learn to be a certain way. And I think that like women,
I think it's a defensive mechanism.
It's a wall. It's definitely is a defensive mechanism. It's definitely a wall. And I think that when women are more aware of it and when they do things out of trauma, not because like the person's actually doing anything to them, but out of just a response that they have, I think it helps them have better relationships, not just romantic relationships, like friendships in general too. I also think men do it too, though. Yeah, men definitely do it too.
For sure.
Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna let you go off like define better. I think because I feel like when I hear stuff like that, for men and women, I think you're just in fear of getting hurt. So like, I feel like by building those walls, you're most likely to get hurt. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
Yes. Because when you build a wall and when you're sitting in a place of, oh, I've already been hurt, I've already been here, I've already seen this happen, like it looks familiar, like you're expecting the worst to happen. And I feel like once you have, and a lot of people don't have this, but once you have an insight of yourself and you're like, okay, I'm putting myself through this trauma over and over again because I'm picking the same person and the same situations over and over again.
Body.
Yeah.
No word.
So I definitely do think that people react from a place of trauma.
Okay, so not to call you out, but about to call you out. All right, so you said you've been, correct me if I'm wrong, you said you've been in a relationship or some type of relationship and you've been handed the short side of the stick, as in you've been dealt wrong, right? So is it one time? You said once? As far as relationship-wise, you've been done dirty.
Romantically, yeah.
Romantically, yep. So how can people, because a lot of people do it, guys and girls, how can someone go off of one instance and base that on all of the opposite sex? Don't you think that's somewhat like illogical or
very unfair?
I think it depends on the timeline for how long you've been in a traumatic situation and you've had the same things happen over and over again. Like if you were gaslighted or if like you had your opinions like thrown under the rug or whatever, you know. I think for some people, like having that done to them over and over again, they learn to be a certain way. I think that some people that haven't experienced it for a long period of time, like maybe like if it was only like a week relationship or a 2-week relationship and they're like, oh, like my last ex was so toxic and it was like 2 weeks, you can unlearn that. That is something that you can know that you have been in the situation, you have seen somebody do you wrong, like you can unlearn that a lot faster than somebody that's been in a 2-year relationship and didn't necessarily know somebody was toxic, you know. But I think it's trauma is really hard to get over. It's really hard. It's a constant everyday battle.
Got it.
Super fair. And it's not just you. And I'm not calling nobody out. But I've heard this from multiple great, amazing, beautiful, successful women. Multiple. And that was all. I respect the whole trauma thing. But please don't kill me. Why do y'all consistently keep picking shitty dudes? Like, I'm honestly trying to figure that out. It's like, y'all literally, to most dudes, I mean, yeah, like, you probably may, like, hit every bar for the guy. But then, y'all consistently, like, what the fuck, yo? Like how?
It's a sense of being comfortable. Like, that's what they're comfortable with. I've known what he can do.
So all y'all need therapy. Y'all might actually be crazy. For real.
I'm dead.
It's a sense of being comfortable. But they always say that your biggest growth comes from when you step outside of your comfort zone, right? So a lot of, especially because a lot of my female friends, like when I hear about their traumas and the same guys that they pick in the same situations, the same patterns that they fall back into, I'm like, don't you want to try a different pattern? Don't you want to try somebody that's not going to say or do the same things? And because you know what's going to come next.
Bunch of daddy issues to me. That's what all that sounds like.
It's not just necessarily daddy issues.
It sounds like endless daddy issues. Oh, man. Wow. Word. No, I respect it. I mean, I'm listening.
No. You said something, and when you watch this, you're going to see my face. You said, I think you were saying something about, why y'all picking these bad guys, and then you said something along the lines of because it's comfortable or some shit like that. So you saying some girls, not all girls, like the idea of a toxic dude? Because when I hear bad dudes, I'm thinking toxic dudes.
It's what
so
they know.
So are they just funner? They love the fun. They love the thrill. They love the thrill of the chase.
And I'll tell you, like, being in a
So fuck boys still winning.
it triggers your fight or flight mode when you're in a toxic relationship. Like you literally have an adrenaline rush and you mistake it for butterflies. Like, oh, he gives me butterflies. Butterflies are not necessarily always a good thing. It might always.
Hey yo, really? That's not, hey, what?
That's facts though.
This is blowing.
No, I'm rolling.
It might necessarily be that
Are
you're.
you?
Yeah.
Because it might be signs you need to fucking leave.
What about women intuition?
You might need to leave.
Women intuition, but
no,
there is women intuition.
Because like it could be too good to be true type shit. That's what I'm thinking.
The butterflies, but you have to be able to like discriminate between butterflies and like a sense of calmness and
peace.
Yeah, it's soft life.
Niggas that really have bars out here. Yeah, they dropping bars. That's crazy.
But women, like a lot of my female friends that I have around me, like I tell them all the time, not.
Wow. That was wild. Yeah, we're gonna bleep that. It was totally a joke. It was totally.
Mike,
no, that is.
Keep that.
All right, so that was around like 38 minutes. Bleep. That was strictly for content. But keep going.
You have to unlearn.
All right, go. You have to unlearn
patterns.
Word.
What you necessarily know is not always the best or the right thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
say that one more time.
What you necessarily know is not always the best and the right thing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What you've learned will not always be the proper thing to do.
No, in fact, also with dudes though, like this is just doesn't apply to women. What she's saying right now, these are dudes too. Word.
That's why I think that goes back to when I asked you, do you think that's the logical thing or the illogical thing? Because some people will go through one thing and just base it on everyone, but which makes sense. It just depends on
the thing is,
it's both.
The trauma.
When I say these women, I don't mean
how bad
offensively or anything. But the problem with them is it's like they do it with multiple dudes. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's both, honestly. Right. But I had a poll on my Instagram. I don't know if you saw it, but I was talking about the logical and emotional mind. Mm-hmm. And I asked if a lot of people think with their logical mind or emotional mind. Most people voted for their logical mind.
But that's a lie. But keep going.
Exactly. So at the end of my poll, I then put if it was both, right? Mm-hmm. By the end, everybody was like both. You have to think with both. You can't just pick one or the other because logically, your logic is based off of your past experiences, right? But your past experiences might also be built off of your emotional line at the time, right? So at the time, you might have been like, I really don't like this dude, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, he did everything to me, like, blah, blah, blah. And you really hate him and everything he did. And then later on, you will store that as, like, a logical decision that you made. So I tell everybody that you have to think with both your logical and emotion and your intuition. Logical mind and your intuition, because both of them together are very powerful.
I feel like I agree in certain situations, yet you have to think with both, but I feel as if in many situations you have to be able to differentiate between the two in the situation. More importantly, because that's when you know which one to think with at the moment. Yep. Yeah,
but you can't have one without the other.
No, facts.
I think what you described was the emotional side. The reason why is because if you're going based on a past relationship, your emotions was within that relationship, right? If you're thinking about that specific relationship, like I said, I repeat, your emotions within that relationship. When I think logically, you're taking yourself out of the situation and you're basically looking at the situation as if you're not in that position and which one is the right or wrong decision. That's logical to me. I'm being very technical.
But logic is also based off of
facts.
Knowledge.
Okay, off of knowledge.
Yeah, repetition.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, that's what she's going based on.
Don't try to correct me.
Word.
You right though. You right.
Nah, I feel like
Webster, my bad.
Word. It's interesting.
Yeah, no. I'm rolling.
Word.
All right, let's take a shot.
Yeah.
Shot
o'clock. She's supposed to call it. Perfect timing, dog.
Yeah.
What about it? Oh, okay. This is where we get Oh yeah.
Every pod I be wanting to punch Bobby in his fucking face. Every pod. This nigga, he either pouring the shots way too fucking hot. Either, huh? I ain't saying nothing.
No. Go ahead.
I ain't saying shit.
You
You that boy though,
you
my
that man,
fucking
apparently.
guy.
Damn.
Yeah, he that boy.
Actually, no. Ladies first.
Okay. Special treatment.
You about to go crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
She said, wow.
I mean, you don't have to take all that at once. If you definitely don't.
Bobby.
My bad.
I'm gonna do it though,
Oh,
because my main reason.
Yo,
Hey.
actually, yeah. Thank you for bringing. Yeah.
What she say? What she
Keeps
say?
calling niggas
Mama.
sissy though.
My main reason was sissy.
Come on now. Fucking paper scissor. I'm fucking dead. All right, shots. Damn. Got her shit going stupid.
Hey, yo, this one heavy. Super heavy. Come on, Dom, let's get it.
All right, let's spice up though. Whew.
Wow.
You got a question for us? If you can ask us anything, we've never done this. You can ask us a question. You can reverse it. It's your pod for the next 5 minutes. If you got
Maybe
one.
2. It's like I'm kidding.
So there was a study that came out the other day about how women
She learns.
are actually more likely to cheat.
I seen that.
How do you feel about that? And they are more likely to cheat because of the fact that they are more sexually adverse.
Define adverse, please.
Didn't they say boredom?
Yeah, out of boredom, but they
Oh, because they're more. All right, word.
yeah, they explain that like women have more of like they have a more diverse selection of sexual interest. Whereas like men were more attracted to like heterosexual type of porn or
Oh
sex.
yeah.
And
facts.
women were like into like girl on
Oh,
girl,
so
guy
that's
on
what they
guy.
consider- So they put all that within cheating.
Yeah.
Ah, I got you.
Bobby, you take the floor. You got it.
I got you.
They represent for the safest. I ain't
Nah,
got
I
the
got you.
answers.
Word.
Sway. I ain't got the answers.
Nah, I agree 100%. Then if that's, but like, what type of women were being tested though?
That's what I'm saying.
Because like certain women don't even. I know certain women that are very curious of like exploring that route, but I know certain women don't fuck with girls no matter what. Like, I'm cool.
I mean, it's not necessarily has to be a reality. It just be sexual fantasy, but
So what do we?
they based the answer off of them wanting to mess with other girls and explore. I thought it was just
Not
like
just other
sex.
girls, like-
Sex was
No,
just
just
blah.
everything. No,
Okay, everything all in
Well,
one.
like they're putting that in the pot because they're saying
Yeah.
that like
Okay.
since they're women, they have more options, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they can go in different directions. That's what they're saying.
Got it.
Yeah.
so they say that men are more sexually stimulated by a stimulus that's right in front of them. So like if your girl is like in the kitchen cooking in some booty shorts or something, like you're like, oh, sexy time. Well, like whereas like women are like a thought where like they see a girl somewhere, they see some type of something like they're visually more stimulated.
You know what's funny?
For
Alright, so,
other
like,
things.
I'm glad we're gonna bring this up. Fuck it. We're supposed to save this
Yeah.
for later. All right, we got time, right?
Do your thing.
No, we got time. All right. But
like
so
15.
like, this is interesting. I'm glad you brought that up because I was having a conversation with this nigga, and we were chilling, and the topic of cheating came about, relating to the fantasy part. He doesn't see or think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Don. That, like you said, that fantasy, that thinking, and initiating in that process is cheating. He doesn't see that as cheating. Like, say, like you
More
fantasize.
context.
Yeah, let's say you like fantasize about missing you dating Dom, and then you fantasize about fucking messing with Tom or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he doesn't see that as cheating.
Is that cheating?
I don't see it as cheating either.
Isn't
Thank
that
you.
emotional cheating?
No.
No.
No,
it's
you
not
don't
fun
believe in
cheating.
that.
No. I mean, okay, as humans, we're very complex. There's no way that you're gonna sit here and tell me
I'm not.
It's not
that
cheating.
you don't
I'm not letting you
sit
get
here
that
and
off.
think that you can't buy the red shoe and the black shoe,
I don't.
and you don't want to buy both.
I can make a decision, and I say stick to my decision.
Now, cheating for me Is it physical? Is it physical?
Nah, y'all are wilding out.
What's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Okay, I'm a Libra.
Is it? Well, my rising and my moon is Libra.
You say it's only physical?
Okay, so it's not emotional cheating if I'm thinking about having sex with somebody else.
Yeah.
That's not emotional.
Because put it like this, I'm gonna be cheating for the rest of my life.
Emotional cheating is like if I go sit at the bar and I tell some other guy that my husband doesn't do it right for me.
Nah, that's
and
not it.
I have 3 kids and he doesn't appreciate me.
You telling
That's
another
emotional
nigga
cheating.
or you fantasizing about another nigga while you're in a relationship?
There's intrusive thoughts, honey. Intrusive
Nah,
thoughts are a
control
thing.
your fucking thoughts. What are you
You
talking
can't.
about?
They're
You
intrusive.
can't. That's what I'm saying.
can't.
If that's cheating, I'm gonna be cheating for the rest of my life. What? So you mean to
can
tell me I
control
need
your
to
thoughts,
I need to be in a relationship,
You
I need to be
finding-
married and
you
never thinking about
finding-
fucking another
you
woman?
When's the last time you in love?
That's crazy. Ooh. Now she won't fuck with the crew.
Define
Last
love,
time I
too.
was in love.
Yeah.
Like actually in love.
Because this
About
is
6
this,
years
this
ago.
is where I feel like you have that gap. I mean, I don't want to call you a business. Damn, I'm an op.
Say whatever. Bro, say whatever.
Damn.
I'm with everything. It's
No,
cool.
I'm an op.
As long as you don't.
Sorry.
You a op.
But anyways, that's the gap because I
Boppy.
feel like
All right, go.
that's the gap because I
Say it,
feel
let's
like
go.
once you in that space,
I'll have a
you
different
don't
outlook.
ever think about that. Like nigga, you're like this.
So you think once I'm in deep love, you don't think I'll ever think about ever
And I
having
mean,
sex
maybe
with
love
another
is so surface level. It's probably beyond love. I don't know.
I
what
feel like I
Love
can
is
think
not.
it.
Love
I
is
can't
not.
find. Like I said, I can't
Love
put the
is
word.
not an emotion. Love is not an emotion, and a lot of people mess that up. It's not an emotion. It's a decision. I
Yeah, it's
decide to love you.
that's what
I
I'm
decide
saying.
to wake
yeah,
up.
That's what I'm saying.
every
So
single
like
day.
once you make that decision, everything outside of it.
I mean, I'm not gonna
can
go
be
out
blocked.
and physically mess with somebody else
Yeah.
or emotionally,
Physically, that's
shit. Or
emotionally, but I won't sit here and tell you that I haven't thought about other people for sure.
boning them.
No, like yes, but
You got me fucked up. Nah, y'all
This
like
is-
this.
this is
nah,
why
this
I
is the
look-
problem with niggas.
this
This
is-
is no. This is literally the problem.
Don't
with
put me
niggas.
in that box. But look, this is why I say it ain't cheating, right? So say if we in a relationship and I'm thinking about, damn, I do some damage to Sarah type shit, right? You saying that's cheating, right?
Wait, say that again. Say that again.
If we're in a relationship and I see Sarah walk by
Okay.
and I'm like, damn, look at Sarah looking sexy. Ah, yeah, to that. That's cheating?
No, that's saying out. But I'm talking about the fantasy. Like
Okay, that's
they're
what I said.
actually-
Yeah,
No,
that's what
you're
I'm saying. In
not-
my head, I'm
nigga, you're just
fantasizing.
saying you're gonna tap. They're like imagining the shit happening type of thing.
Okay, I'm
And then-
imagining it happen.
and
Okay.
you're in, like,
you mean
engaging
like
in
you mean like while they're
conversation.
doing the act, or like just you mean like they're like he's
No, like,
imagining.
no, in your spare time.
Okay,
This-
so imagine. This is why it's not cheating.
That's even wilder. You got me. Hey, imagine you tapping your girl. She thinking about another nigga.
Nah, like
That's
that's
still-
wild.
That's still not cheating. It's
That's
wild,
wild
though.
though. That's wild.
That's wild.
That's wild.
That's
If
wild.
you tap
It's not
and
cheating,
you
though.
thinking about somebody else while you
Y'all
tapping
belong
it,
together.
This is why it's not
That's
cheating.
wild.
This is
Yo,
why it's not
I
cheating.
can actually,
Listen, listen. This is
y'all belong together.
hey, stupid Cupid. Stop it. Please stop. All right, look. This is why it's not cheating. So if I'm taking a test, right, and I see the answer over there, but I don't write it on my test. Like if the answer is A, and I seen like Sarah with the right answer, and I write D, but I know it. Did I cheat?
No.
I didn't
It
do
would be
it.
cheating if you actually did it, though.
I didn't do it. So I did not write A because I knew the answer was
cheating
A,
if
but I
you
put
actually
D.
did it,
So I
huh?
didn't do it. So it's not
only
cheating.
physically, though. Like,
So it's
you
not
can
cheating.
do it beyond.
That might have been a
physical,
trash
though.
ass metaphor.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I felt like I was doing something. But I was like, that's
after you said out loud, you was like, nah.
Nah, what I got out of this that y'all two are wild and y'all need to get
No,
yourself
I mean-
together.
No, why can't
I
she
mean-
be wild?
I mean,
No.
so it's healthy. It's naturally, it's actually
It's
healthy.
fucked up,
it's
but
actually
it's not
healthy
cheating.
if you go out and you see other attractive people and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, they're attractive.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
you can.
that's
come to
healthy.
I'm
Now,
just
if-
saying you can come to the conclusion as like, yeah, they're attractive. You can see other people and be like,
Okay.
you look good.
Let's try to define cheating then. Let's just throw out scenarios with cheating. So all right, so say if you got a girlfriend, you're serious with her, she twerking on another nigga, is that cheating?
If we discuss that, that's unacceptable. 100%.
Huh?
If we discuss,
What if y'all never discussed it?
I'm the type of nigga we're gonna have to talk about this. Certain-
But what if you
Wow,
haven't?
a
What if
healthy
you haven't?
king. A healthy king. He got boundaries.
yeah, boundaries. We
So
gotta create
okay.
boundaries.
So
Like,
what if y'all
it's
haven't
fucked
talked
up.
about it and she just twerking on nigga going crazy?
Then I'll bring the conversation. I'm not gonna break up with her, but like, yeah, but like, yo, like I'm not moving like
Okay.
that.
So what if he found out she was flirting with the bartender?
I'm not moving, and we didn't.
Is that
have
cheating?
If
Yes
we
or
didn't
no?
have that conversation prior. I'm not gonna just say it's cheating because like she didn't know any better, even though she should.
So why can't I think about another motherfucker?
He's a healthy king. He got boundaries. He's talking about if we didn't talk about it prior, she didn't know it was my boundary.
I gotta give it that pass, but
so that means you gotta set hella boundaries.
But then I feel like
y'all gotta have a discussion.
But at least he has boundaries. Because most people don't.
True.
I feel like my joint. If I want to pick you, we're probably gonna be on the same page when it comes to that shit. Like prior to even like I don't see me being with a girl that's gonna do that. Yeah. But if you ever were,
you sure though? Because she was on me like.
Oh wow! See. And I'm the see, he's
not the light skin face. Cut it
that
out.
shit's so 10 years ago.
Cut it out.
I know.
Cut it out.
True. Nah, I was just seeing what your bag like. I feel you. You got boundary setter. Yeah. The boy Bobby gets her wetter. Damn, give me some. Come on.
It's the bars.
Come on.
Oh, word. Yeah, we got 2 more coming up. Come on, man.
2 more what?
2 more.
2 more who?
Questions.
Oh, I thought you said shots. I was like, damn.
I mean, she has one.
Shot o'clock.
Yeah.
Yo, you know why I passed it to you? Because I knew you was going to dodge the fuck out of her question. We didn't even answer that shit. But next, we didn't even answer that shit.
Wait, what's the question?
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that.
Moving forward.
Yeah, she was going too crazy for me. I was like, I don't know the answer. All right, so do you think we have abused the word self-love?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought you was going to say no. I thought you was a self-love queen.
I definitely do. And soft life, self-love, soft life,
all right.
Peace, all those.
What is soft life? Because we was going to ask a question about soft life. And I hated that word. I'm like, what the fuck is soft life?
Laziness.
No, the origination of soft life was...
origination. You're going to have to stop using these big-ass words. Okay? I feel like she insulting my intelligence. Nigga, if you don't say a basic word where it came from.
The start.
Origination. The fuck is wrong with her?
The start of soft life was for
origination.
Black women.
Spell it. Nigga. All right, go.
Black women for so long have had to try so hard to be in a category that's like successful. Okay. So we've got to work harder than other people, do more than other people, right? So Black women started up this thing, soft life. And I think everybody uses soft life as an excuse to run away from their problems now. I'm like, your soft life should not mean that you don't confront what's actually wrong. It should mean that, like, you confront it and then you give yourself love after doing that. So your toxic habits that you have, you correct them. You look at yourself in the mirror.
I literally went crazy on the last pod because everything she's saying, I say last pod.
You look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, I'm toxic. I do toxic things. And this time you list them out.
I'm not crazy, yo.
And then you go back to the room and you light a candle and you drink some wine and you sit there and you relax.
So I believe you just defined self-life, but I need more context. Because I still don't know what the fuck self-life. Like, what does it mean? Soft life, I'm lighting candles and hitting wine.
I didn't know about the black women origin of it, but like...
origination.
Facts. I didn't know that. But... how to use it now is pretty much like, I want to work from home. I'm a mom. This is an example. Please don't kill me. All right, fuck it. Murder me.
Please cancel us. Yeah. we need to be canceled.
All right. I got to watch my words. But, so like single mom, single mom. I want to work from home. I want a babysitter to take care of my kids. I want to go on trips. So it's like, wrong. I don't want to necessarily go to the gym all the time. I might want to get a BBL. And
so it's like, that's why you're saying laziness.
Easy, soft,
it's pampered.
Like,
you want to be catered to. Catered to. So people are using that.
No, they're running with it. I don't know how she.
I can see how I didn't fuck with it. That makes
sense. Though.
Yeah, they're running with it. Yeah.
So we asked.
Nah,
actually, because she getting the soft life motherfucker straight.
And origin also too, but like I feel like this is a message to all black women. You don't need any word to define who you are. You are who you are, and I don't think you will ever have an experience where you're gonna get a soft life. Unfortunately, that's who you are, and that's who we are. So every black woman embrace the hard life because it separates you from everybody else. That's all I gotta say.
Safest.
Yeah.
Like that. All right, so let's try to wrap this up.
So this is the time. Our last question. She's been
Killing
all
shit.
politically correct, media trained,
Have
saying
I?
all the right things.
Have I?
Haven't said one wrong
Hey.
thing.
I think
this
I'm
whole
just a
time.
psych major.
Hey,
That's
man
maybe it.
out there, you gotta not always trust that cute face. 'Cause
Yeah,
she's
like,
so
all
cute.
the words. Like she's
She
been
could-
like out here just like
Earlier
running
today,
this
she said
joint.
she fighting her demons. It was off camera though. It was off camera though. You know what I mean?
Trust me, whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
Moving forward, we're gonna stop.
I am
we're
fighting my
gonna- We're gonna
demons.
start adding behind the footage,
Yeah.
Always
behind the
fighting
scene
demons.
footage.
Nigga, I showed my feet today. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Facts.
Stop
Free
playing with
content.
that
Last,
boy.
also, with
Free
the last
content.
shot, with everybody, we all take a last
Shot
shot.
o'clock.
But you gotta answer this question.
Okay.
You've been
Damn,
perfect.
I'm being
all
like
pod,
Bobby.
you've
Look
been
at me
great,
being heavy.
whatever.
You got a heavy hand.
Damn, I'm drunk. All right, go.
You have to tell us an unsafe. When I mean unsafe, I mean something that's kind of edgy, that not most people know of or about you, that you can share with the world, so you know, so we can all know that you are a regular human being just like the rest of us. So please, go crazy.
Lady.
Cheers.
Damn, I said we was gonna take one. Now we taking two. You're toxic. Ha. Huh.
That one was terrible.
Let's get to the safest. You've entered the safest zone.
Yeah. So, the crowd is waiting.
So, something that I want to share in a safe space.
The safest space.
Safest.
Don't
not
put us in a general category.
Hold on,
Put some
time
respect
out.
on it.
That's
Sorry.
actually low-key disrespectful.
Yeah.
Safest
Disrespect the fuck out of us.
space.
Yeah, the safe.
You literally just called a sissy. Come on.
I recently, in the past year, was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. That for me is a big breakthrough.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's a great fucking answer. Good fucking job.
Mainly because it helps me notify my toxic habits, and my healthy habits that I have. And it helps me cycle through and have better relationships with not only like romantic relationships, but platonic relationships. Because I would burn a lot of my platonic relationships just because of the fact that I didn't have the capacity to care.
Is that where you're? What do you say? This,
Platonic?
bipolar. Is that where it comes from?
Yeah. So with bipolar disorder, when you hit a certain point of mania, when you're manic, you don't have the capacity to care for other people. And I would hit a point.
This is why you cool with fucking emotional cheating. It makes all. All right,
No,
I
no.
get it. No, I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense. Go, keep going. Keep going.
I don't know how you connected the two, but
That literally.
I be shutting up sometimes. But I'm glad you
No,
said that.
that
Because I was like, what the fuck does that got to do?
Because 2 and 2 not equal to
nigga, I
4.
thought the
It's
same
just-
thing as her.
Right.
What do you mean?
2 and 2 not equaling 4, but
It
okay.
definitely equals 4.
Math is not mathing.
Yeah.
I don't-
Math is
It's because
mathing with an
no,
F, nigga.
No, it's mathing because there's a disconnect in the emotional connect.
There is.
So where my shit?
Yeah.
Where my disconnect at?
There is.
Nigga, you're not. It has nothing to do with you, right?
But I said the same thing as her though.
You were just wilding.
So I'm a wild nigga.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go back to that. Go.
I mean, me personally though, like as somebody that has bipolar disorder, like when I like somebody and I love somebody, I love deeply. Like there's nobody else that I see. There's not another person that I see because my emotions are
So
so
when you hate that
heightened.
nigga, you hate that nigga deeply too. No, I'm trying to
Yeah.
understand. No,
I wouldn't try to
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Cause I thought I
All
didn't know.
But it's a breakthrough because like
That's dope.
I noticed that like when my emotions are so heightened, like when I'm actually really mad at somebody or upset with somebody, that I just know that I'm in a certain cycle. Like I'm either manic or I'm depressed. And I'm like, okay, like I'm feeling this so deeply because I'm depressed. I'm feeling this so deeply because I'm manic.
I'm hip.
Right? So having that diagnosis for me was a turning point in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
It helps you understand yourself and your emotions of why you was doing yada yada yada. Because you're like,
and it's not even like putting myself in a box. It's like putting myself in a point where I can better myself. So I'm looking at myself and I'm like, okay, like why are you feeling like this today? Why are you feeling like that towards this person when it's not even that big of a deal? So
when you ask why, you always. That's when you get subjective. No, subjective, right? Yeah, that's the word. No, that's when you like, that's when you know, like.
I'm just saying.
That's when you get rational.
I was about to say.
That's when you get
rational.
When you ask why,
That's when you get rational.
When you ask why, asking why is a big question. I question everything.
Why is when you get rational.
Yeah.
Yo, you're not this perfect. Even this answer was bullshit. Like I didn't like that.
Nah, it wasn't. Stop.
It was a great answer, but it was bullshit. Like,
no. It wasn't bullshit, but it's not what we was looking for. But she answered the question.
Well, you licked the cake one night. No one's looking or something.
Yeah, I do lick the cake when nobody's looking.
All right, so I'm about to say a wild one. I haven't said on the podcast.
Nah, we shouldn't give it up all the time. She needs to get.
I was about to just let her match my energy. Can you match this energy that I'm about to give? All right, so I'm gonna make it really quick. Okay. This shit about to be wild. But hopefully niggas are watching this late. So, long story short, I ain't gonna tell you how I courted this woman. I courted this one that got to the crib. I'm having sex with her. I'm inside.
You inside?
Going crazy. She put her finger up my booty. Nut. Instantly. Cussed her out. Game over. Kicked her out. All right, so that's mine. All right, so can you can you say the truth? You know what I'm saying?
Get something.
I didn't physically harm her though, but she did get cussed out quickly.
But she definitely got the fuck out.
Yeah, she got what she wanted though. Niggas nutted instantly.
I don't think I got wild stories like you do.
Okay. They don't have to match it, but like anything, it's like, damn, that's crazy. Okay, I got one. I can help you. What is the wildest thing you've ever said to a dude to like, hit his pressure point or just had him go crazy? Like, that's why your fucking dick smaller than my pinky, nigga. Like some crazy shit like that, but way worse than that, obviously.
I was gonna say this is gonna hurt feelings, but
please go crazy. Please go crazy.
You ain't saying the name, so fuck it.
Yeah, definitely told him that his booty hole stank, for real.
Hold on. This podcast should have ended a long time ago. But tell me, what's up, you? What's up with
booty holes?
Yeah,
she be eating ass.
Yeah,
she be eating ass. She be eating ass.
I mean. He just said that he had a girl stick a finger up his butt and he nutted instantly.
Yeah,
so
that's her G spot. You know that, right? That's her G spot.
Oh, okay. It tickled. It tickled. Feel good. It feel good.
About that life.
Oh, so you fingered that joint and you smelled that joint.
You love the booty.
Go crazy!
Wow. Hey, so next podcast, we're talking about women eating
the booty.
And that's the
Let's
segment.
go.
Please keep your IG and all that info. Hey, please go crazy. hey, fellas, if you're willing to get your booty ate, slide, my nigga.
Call me.
Hey, call me and reach me if you want that BB.
Nah. Hey, call me. It's crazy. Please give your IG. Please.
I'm fucking dead. That's a clip. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, we're gonna find it. We're gonna put it up.
She ain't gonna repost that motherfucker.
The safest. Hey, we out this bitch.
Ooh. It ain't safe. All right. So thank you for watching this Plays podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. I know you Google Podcasts, but there's a podcast. Make sure you hit the like button. Out this bitch. This is